What's up guys, it's me Charlie and I'm here to give you my review on the upcoming Spotlight Week featuring Aries, Misery and Miss Marvel. Now right off the bat, as usual, I believe this is a week that is going to be a wait and see kind of thing. Okay, and here's the reason why. Now let's talk about the returning Spotlight cards first, which would be Misery and Miss Marvel. Now, Misery is a very fun card. That is without a doubt. You know, it's very fun when you Yondu Cable Misery. Alright, Gladiator again. I don't know, man, but it's just crazy when you pull off the Misery combo. But that said, it doesn't necessarily wins you game. Okay, because you're sacrificing a ton of power. You're giving up a ton of tempo. So that is the first problem. And the second thing is it really worthwhile? Is it really worthwhile milling your opponent that much? Is it really worthwhile doing it that much? Okay, because it's if you were to win a lane 10-0 or if you were to win a lane 2-0, you still win the lane, alright, in that sense. Okay, so Misery is, I believe most people will agree, I believe almost everyone will agree, Misery is a fun card, but not exactly very critical. Okay, and even in decks that feature Misery like Mail, they are typically hovering around B tier kind of decks. So Misery is not exactly a card that you have to pursue very actively in that sense. Okay, and we move on to the next returning Spotlight card. Okay, or rather I believe this is the first time Miss Marvel is appearing. I don't know, or maybe I skip one of the weeks, I don't know. Right, but I bought Miss Marvel for 6,000 tokens. Shortly after she was nerfed, you had to put two cards in the lane for the ability to trigger. And even then, at that point of time, alright, she was good. She was actually very strong. Okay, I bought her immediately after her season was over. And let me tell you, she was very powerful. Okay, but the problem is right now, there are a lot of clock decks. There are a lot of clock deck running around. There are a lot of Kate Bishops running around. So it's very difficult for you to actually pull off the Miss Marvel ability without your opponent disrupting you. Now that's from your opponent's point of view. From your own point of view, there are just so many fantastic cards that you want to play, and they're the same cost, and it gets kind of difficult. So yeah, Miss Marvel is a very strong card, but the meta is just not for her at the moment. She is very difficult to play at right now. Okay, I would say that she's like Nomura. Fantastic abilities, fantastic standalone ability, but the meta isn't good to her. In fact, the meta is, very punishing on her at the moment. So yeah, with both returning spotlights being kind of meh in that sense, we have to look at the new card, which is Aries. And here's my take on Aries. Now let me jump to the new card, right? So 4/6 on review, compare the power of the top 3 cards of both decks if your total is higher plus 6 power. Now, I do believe Aries is good. Okay, because at worst you're getting a 4/6. Okay, you're getting a 4/6 or 4/12. Alright, and that's without any wombo combo kind of stuff. Playing a 4/6 doesn't lose you games. It doesn't. Alright, so even if you lose this gamble here, Aries isn't bad. Alright, he isn't bad. Now obviously, 4-cost cards are should provide a huge punch, alright, in terms of the outcome, in terms of the strategies. Alright, so if you miss, it will definitely feel bad. But 4/6 is okay. Like what I said, it shouldn't put you in such a huge disadvantage. Okay, and there's no downside. Alright, you still get a 4/6, that's all. So I do believe that the floor of Aries is pretty good. It's pretty okay. Alright, so yeah, it kind of have the makings of a good card. What I'm concerned is two things. First of all, the current meta, which is what is happening with, which was what happened to Miss Marvel, going from, you know, an S tier kind of card to, you know, not even seeing play right now, is that let's take a look at the cards that have been meta, that have been deemed very strong at the moment. Iron Patriot, Bullseye, you know, Bullseye is seeing a lot of play. Rocket Raccoon and Groot, Doom 2099, Galactor, the last two season pass card, Galactor, Iron Patriot. These are not cards that typically, you know, offer a lot of power. So if you're looking at where the game is going, where the meta is going, okay, it's, you know, it's very difficult to win this gamble here, you know, comparing the power of the top 3 cards. Yeah, so moving forward, I am not so sure if we'll be getting more cards that complement Ares in that sense. So yeah, that is my first concern for him. Second concern for him is that he could become a very niche card. Now, off the top of everyone's mind, I believe everyone will be saying, oh, Certain decks, he goes fantastic in Certain decks, and that I agree. Alright, I certainly do believe Ares will find a very comfortable spot in Certain decks. Okay, but Certain decks are boring. Let's take a look at what has happened. Certain decks have basically disappeared. We are no longer seeing much of Certain decks, and the reason is they are boring. That's all. Alright, don't tell me that they are weak, they have been nerfed. Alright, no, the Typhoid Mary nerf doesn't hurt them that much, honestly. The preferred 4-cost 4/10 cards are still Cult Obsidian and Crossbones, not Typhoid Mary. Then that's the first thing. Ares could be very niche. Some people have been talking about, oh, maybe we could run him in a Dark Hawk deck. You know, we pump rocks into our opponent's deck, and hey, that gives us, you know, we don't have to win by having more power. We win by making sure they have less power. Okay, that's cool, but my question is, why would you not want to play Rock Slide instead? Why would you not want to play Rock Slide instead? And if you know, if you are saying that, oh, maybe I have a Zabu and, you know, I've already played Rock Slide down, my question is, why would you not want to play Dang Dang Misery? Alright, in that particular deck, in a Dark Hawk deck, why would I not want to play Misery to, you know, give them even more rocks so that they could potentially draw rocks, you know, and ruin their entire game plan? So there can be a lot of of course you may not want to Misery the Rock Slide, you may want to just Misery the Croc, just one more rock in could make a big difference. Okay, so that's the thing. I don't even know whether Ares can find a footing in a Dark Hawk deck. Maybe in a Hela deck, since, you know, Hela deck typically you want to throw cards with high power. Okay, but my question is, why not play Silver Samurai instead, whereby you can trigger something else, or Hellcow, okay, whereby you can discard a card, and when you bring it back, it's so much more power. Silver Samurai discarding a Gore, discarding an Iron Man is, you know, much bigger than 6 additional power. Okay, playing something like Sword Master, alright, and bring back an Arrow. So yeah, I'm really curious where Ares will find his footing outside of certain decks given the current meta. So yeah, even if Ares turns out to be good, he could turn out to be good only in certain decks. So it could be very, very niche. And yeah, that's why I believe, you know, this is a wait and see week. Ares could be good. Ares could be good. I believe Ares is going to turn out good. Alright, I mean 4/6 is when your floor is a 4/6 and your ceiling is a 4/12. I do think you have potential to be good. Alright, but he could turn out to be niche. He could turn out to be just good for a few particular decks which you may or may not enjoy playing. Misery is not exactly very, very important for your game plan. Miss Marvel is basically dead in this current meta. So yep, my take on this upcoming week is wait and see, be patient. Happy snapping, guys!